The first thing we're going to do is trace the background paper so it fits into the lantern. So place your lantern on top of the paper, find out the area where you like the design of the paper, and then trace around the sides, top, and bottom of the lantern with a pencil. Then you'll cut it out, and you'll make sure it fits inside the lantern. The lantern is going to be positioned so the door is towards the back, so make sure and trim down the paper so it fits in front of that door, and keep trimming it down until it sits nice and flat in front of that back door. Then we are going to apply the vinyl onto the front of the lantern. So take your vinyl and we are going to cut it apart. We're separating the words fabulous fall from the rest of the saying, and then we're also going to cut apart the word fabulous from fall. Then you'll lay it all out on the lantern so it fits and is nice and centered, and then you'll start applying the vinyl. So you'll rub on the top of the vinyl, peel off the backing, stick it to the front of the glass, and then peel up the transfer tape. So you'll do this for all 3 pieces of vinyl. Next, we're going to make the bow that goes on top of the florals. So leave a tail, create a loop on one side, meet it in the middle, create a loop on the other side. Do this until you have 2 loops on each side and 2 tails. Then you'll take your floral wire, you'll bend it in half, and then you'll secure the bow with the floral wire by putting it around the center of the bow and twisting several times. Now we're going to take our floral pieces and get them all attached together. So you'll take the pumpkin pick and the eucalyptus pieces, you'll put the eucalyptus behind the pumpkin pick, fluff it out so it looks nice together, and once you've got it in place, you'll secure everything together using the wire from the bow. So tuck the bow right behind the pumpkin, go around to the back side and twist that wire that secured the bow together, and use it to secure all of the floral pieces together. And you might want to trim down some of the wire ends, and then bend the stem of the eucalyptus down so that can't move anywhere. Now that we've got all the floral pieces the way we like them, we are going to set that aside and focus on filling the inside of the lantern. The first thing we're going to do is take the firefly lights out of the package, put some batteries in there, turn the lights on, and then unravel the wire that the lights are on. Then we're going to open up the door to the lantern, remove the piece of paper, and we'll start putting the lights inside the lantern. As you're putting the lights in the lantern, you're also going to want to add some of the wood discs. You're going to layer some of the lights and then the discs so they're all mixed up on the inside of the lantern. Now that we've got everything on the inside, we're going to put that paper back into the back of the lantern. You'll leave the wire and the battery pack from the lights outside the door, and you should still be able to close the door with all of that in there. Then we'll turn it around, add the pick to the front, and start fluffing it so it looks nice. When you're adding the pick, basically what you're doing is laying it where you like on the top of the lantern along the left-hand side, and then bending all of the floral stems so that they curve around the lantern really nicely. Once you've got everything where you like it, you'll take the big stem, you'll bend it a little bit more because that is the part that's going to go to the inside of the lantern. Then you'll take the stem out, trim it so there's only about 1.5 inches left at the end of the bend, and then you'll place it in there. You can choose to secure it down a little bit with hot glue. If you don't want to, then you're just ready to display your lantern.